All right, Nikki, previewing the Mozart Cup, you guys are going to Austria. Just kind of tell me about what the experience has been like. I know you said you've been before. Can you just give me the basics of how cool that is to get to do something like that?
Yeah, so Salzburg is a beautiful city, and obviously representing the U.S. is like a dream come true. So it's just really excited to go out there and represent not only ourselves and our school, but our country. And a lot of us have been there from in previous years, but for some of us it's going to be a new experience. So I think it should be really exciting. We've been training really hard for it.
You guys have been off for quite a while now in terms of competition. What has kind of been the training been look like? I imagine you guys got to go home for a little bit over Christmas and the holidays, but what's the training been like since you've been back?
Yeah, so over break we kind of trained on our own and just kept ourselves polished. And since we've been back, we've been really trying to just get our consistency back and keep moving forward and working on like the details and fine tuning. We're getting back into full programs now just to really prepare ourselves for the competition skates. So we're really excited.
How much new material is getting introduced? I mean, is it new routines or is it kind of the same ones and you're working on just kind of getting those a little better?
So our long program, we had Sarah Kawahara come back in and add some layers of choreography. So that's been some new material and stuff like that, but we've now been working on perfecting and keeping consistency with that. The short, we've added a few things, but mainly we're just kind of working on cleaning up and gaining consistency as we head into the competition next week.
You mentioned some girls that are going have never been before. That's obviously a pretty big trip, maybe once in a lifetime thing for some people. What's some of the advice you'd give them in terms of going over there? And you imagine get tired with the plane ride and everything. What's that like?
I think definitely just taking it all in. It's definitely an experience like no other. So really soaking in every moment and enjoying it, honestly, is what I'd say.
All right, Coach, Mozart Cup for the senior team. I know a lot of them have been there before, but I was told that a couple of them are kind of new. What's that kind of experience like overall, getting to go to Austria?
It's such a great place to travel. It's so beautiful. The mountains, the scenery is really excellent. But it's a very well-run competition. It's a very good quality competition with the competitors we'll be skating with. Large events. So it's a nice transition now, moving into our international and heavier domestic season, moving through the spring.
Obviously, you guys are there to represent USA. How special is that?
Always such an amazing experience. There's just nothing quite like representing the United States of America, Miami University, and it's not something that many people get to experience in their lifetime, so it's definitely something special.
What are some of maybe the different challenges in terms of going international versus maybe taking a bus ride somewhere? The legs may be heavier from an airplane. What are some of your experiences with that?
Sure. Fortunately, most of our athletes have been overseas to compete before, so they kind of know the lay of the land. But definitely coming off of a long flight across the pond can be very difficult. And we practice as soon as we get off of that bus from the airport. So that'll be a true test of their endurance and mental strength, I think, at that point in time. But once you've been there a day or so, it's usually pretty well as long as you stay hydrated and get back on your schedule. It's not too bad.
You guys have been off competition for a while. What's it been like since the break in terms of the training and then maybe fitting some rest in there?
Yeah, absolutely. Rest I think was really great. Everybody came back very refreshed mentally, very refreshed physically. So we've really been able to plow through these practices and really increase our detail in what we're doing and, drilling bigger sections and making sure that we're focusing now more on performance and those sorts of things.